Welcome back to Gaming with Bigby and to World of Warships Wednesdays. We have two games for you today. We're going to start out with a game on the ocean map in my Tier 4 Clemson destroyer. And if you as you look at the game here, you can see that we have a pretty good mix of players, fairly even teams. Opposite team actually has an Arkansas Beta on it. And there I am in my Clemson. And let's go ahead and get this battle started. There we go. Now you can see we're on the ocean map, which is not a great map for American destroyers. Because unfortunately we have such a high detection distance and ridiculously short torpedo range. Really, it's I think Wargaming's gone a little bit overboard with shortening the range. You can see I'm commenting there in the comments, not pleased. Actually, I'm going to sail out here in the middle and try to get some spots, but let's pay close attention to the comments here in this, the chat in the side window. We have a player who's actually never played this map, and I give him probably the best advice in the game. There's no islands, there's no cover, so you stick together. Very funny, Mr. Footlong. And keep an eye on Richard Footlong. He he has an absolutely fantastic game. He plays a monster game during this particular round. Just fantastic. I do fairly well for myself as well. But the focus of this game is not my gameplay. I do okay, get a couple kills, do fairly well for myself. The focus on this game is watch what the rest of the team does. They definitely follow my advice. They stick together. They cover each other, and they become a force to be reckoned with. Most of them don't get a lot of kills, but a lot of them do, and one of them in particular, Mr. Footlong, does very, very well. But the key to his success, he is in an Omaha, not in a battleship. The key to his success is the fact that the group sticks together. They stay together as a fleet. Only the destroyers go out hunting, as it were, which is pretty much a destroyer's job. So I'm moving forward to spot as I'm supposed to, and boom, there we go. We've got our first spot. That looks like another Omaha, or looks like an Omaha, not another one. And we picked up another destroyer, and I'm going to go ahead and start turning, and I'm getting detected. I wonder what from. Go ahead and pop my smoke, and I can see shots coming in, and there we go. That's what was detecting me. One of those stealthy Japanese destroyers. Now I'm basically doing my best to just get out of there as fast as I can. I don't have time to stop and take shots at that other destroyer. We're not going to worry about him right now. I've gone ahead and set my smoke screen. The rest of my team has spotted these guys and are starting to put shots out on them. And I'm just going to move her around here a little bit, and I spot these bombers and torpedoes coming up north, and I know exactly where they're going. The enemy CV player, the carrier player, knows exactly where people on the map the carrier always goes. And Sven Toast there's pinging the map, telling him, hey, look out, there's bombers and torps there. And I'm just throwing some torpedoes out to do some area denial. And when I turn, I'm going to slow down the video here, and I want you to take a look at this. Look at this. This is a thing of beauty. This is the way you play the ocean map. You array yourself out like a fleet. I'm kind of heading up here, just kind of eyeing these guys, thinking, well, maybe I can put on my anti-air, and I can go up and help screen that, because unfortunately that CV was not listening. He gets lucky, he gets away with it, but he does get a lot of damage. I'm kind of thinking maybe I'll screen for the CV. I tell him to look out, tell him to turn around. He does listen. He does eventually turn around. But I do think he takes a little bit of damage from these guys. I think he's got his fighters up. I'm not sure. Yeah, he's definitely vectoring fighters in on these guys, trying to defend himself. I think... Yeah, it looks like the planes don't actually spot him right away. I don't remember. But at any rate, the action's not over there. The action's over here. Our CV does survive the attack, so we won't worry about him. I turn around. I see these guys coming up north, and I start heading towards them. Now watch this destroyer. There are some YouTubers that make quite a lot about teasing battleship drivers for continuously driving in straight lines and not paying attention. Battleship drivers are not the only ones that do that. Watch this guy. Yeah, he should have been steering. Nope. He was not. And we get the First Blood and Devastating Strike awards for that one. Because that destroyer driver was not paying attention. And you can see those bombers that the other CV sent up here flying by. And I'm going to go ahead and, since I'm spotted anyway, just take a pot shot at them. I don't think I actually got any of them. So what have we got going here? We've got some cruisers. We've got a battleship up here in the corner, up in the A and B lines. My team is very, very smartly sticking together in a fairly tight knot, so they can offer each other covering fire, both air and sea. So they're very, very smart. They're sticking together in a nice little knot. And as I said before, that is exactly the way you want to play this map. I'm turning to avoid this other destroyer. I am out of range of those guys. They cannot see me. I'm going to go ahead. Well, now they can. Throw some stuff down at them. Don't hit anything. Okay, now I see this guy's getting close, so I just figure, we'll throw some torps down there, you know. He might be in range, he might not. What the heck? Let's just throw him in there, right? Because I noticed, yeah, see, look how close he's getting. He is now within my torpedo range. He's still sailing in a straight line. I don't have time to look at him because I'm busy dodging incoming fire. Wait for it. Wait for it. It's coming.
We destroyed an enemy cruiser.
Guys, stop sailing in straight lines. Or you know what? Keep sailing in straight lines. I like getting the easy kills. Well, I popped smoke and I'm getting out of there because I was under heavy attack from two cruisers, so... And I go ahead and try it again. It's about the same distance that I launched that other spread of torpedoes from. I figure, what the heck, it can't hurt, right? And I'm now out of his range. I hit him with a couple shots from the guns. I'm going to go ahead and turn it around. And you can see that cruiser in the background just getting absolutely blasted from all sides. This is why you stick together on the ocean map. I know some people don't like to do that, but it's definitely the smart play. Something you absolutely want to do. Somebody wasn't happy about sticking with the group, but hey. Now see, that guy turned, and he avoided my torpedoes. Just going to dodge this battleship here. And we're going to go ahead and throw a few shots out. I'm well outside spotting range, and I'm inside the smoke screen, so I can go ahead and safely shoot without being spotted. Although we do have a plane up there, and if I leave the smoke screen, he's going to pick me up. This guy's just barely inside the Clemson's gun range. And I throw a few more torpedoes out here. I'm figuring he's going to have to turn back to the starboard because he's right along the edge of the map border. Yep, and he does. But unfortunately, I was still a little bit too far out. Those torps don't hit anything. So I start lighting him up with the guns. Just farming damage. Now he's shooting back at me because I'm the closest and smallest target. So time to move and wiggle. Keep that thing turning and burning. Well, turning, preferably not burning. Oh, take a big hit.
Unable to maneuver.
And that's when I spot this other destroyer, so I start lighting him up, or attempting to anyway.
Problem solved, sir.
I don't honestly know why I didn't fire torpedoes at him right away when he was still well within my range. Now I'm out of range. I got a damaged torpedo armament. It was the heat of the moment. I was being shot at. I was trying to avoid being hit. What can I say? So I'm just going to keep on using the Clemson's guns. They're pretty good guns for a Tier 4. Very powerful, very fast. Fast firing, fast moving. Oh, just missed getting hit. And you can see that even at this long range, I'm still managing to land a couple hits now and then. And we've got old Bob's My Uncle 73 there. He's just basically informing the group that he's pretty much cleaned up most of the enemy carriers' planes. A few enemy torpedoes in the water there. Now I spot this St. Louis over here. He's a little out of position. He's kind of in the middle of nowhere here. And he is being shelled by this other destroyer. So I'm trying to move forward to see if I can support him at all. Because unfortunately our group's broken up a little bit. Just due to the combat. People kind of lose track of where everybody else is. But we're doing really well. So I kind of take a look at this, and I'm looking at how far away that other destroyer is. He's out of range of my guns. The St. Louis is lighting him up. St. Louis is taking fire from all sides. He's probably not going to survive this. I'm looking around, I'm going, I'm not going to be able to do a thing for him. So I'm going to go ahead and shoot at what I can shoot at, and that's at this other destroyer over here. And that's the same one I was shooting at before. And I just go ahead and throw some torpedoes at his, yeah, I think the St. Louis just went up. Oh, no, it was the other destroyer. The St. Louis managed to kill the destroyer. Yeah, I managed to land a couple shots on him. Japanese destroyer there. I don't honestly know which one that is. I take out his engine, so I'm just pouring fire on him. He repairs his engine, gets up and running. Hit him again. I really want to kill this guy. Just pouring fire into him. He's under fire from two sides. He is in trouble. Bad shot there. A little short. There, I adjust. But not enough. Adjust again. This is basically what you got to do. Just keep adjusting and adjusting and adjusting. And unfortunately, while that shot was well aimed, the battleship killed him before I got a chance to. And at the time, I didn't realize that he'd been killed. I didn't notice the little plume of smoke there. And wow, look at how fast his torps are moving. It's ridiculous how fast the Japanese torpedoes go. I didn't realize he'd been sunk yet, so I'm sailing over here looking to get another shot on him. Unfortunately, he's dead. I just wasn't paying attention. What can I say? The only ship left on the enemy team is the carrier down in the corner. And this game's pretty much over. Unfortunately, I did not remember to take screenshots at the time that I took this because it wasn't a particularly spectacular game for me. I got, obviously, the two medals that you see there. I got 2 kills. The Omaha driver that I mentioned at the beginning, he had an absolutely fantastic game here. He managed to get himself 5 kills. So he clearly was the winner on this. I really honestly wish I had his replay. So Richard, if you're out there and you want to send me your replay, please do, because I would love to feature it. And so that's enough of the Clemson. Here we're going to move on, and I've moved up to the Tier 5 Nicholas. And here you can see we have another Arkansas Beta in this game as well, only this time it's on our team, and he's going to feature prominently in this particular replay. I have an actually better game in the Nicholas this round than I did in my Clemson previously. And my team actually does also very well in this round. Here we go. Let's go ahead and get started. Again, pay attention to the chat. And Evan2169, who has definitely got the right idea. Stay together. Basically, he throws out a few recommendations, and everybody but a couple of significant people listen to him. Now, one of our CVs is basically set up for defense. He's got only, it says, I only have attack planes. I'm not quite sure what he means by that. Evan2169, I'll go defense B, then let them come to us. Definitely a good play to make. Defend the base, make them come to you. And I, of course, am once again moving forward to spot, because that's what you do when you're in a destroyer. You get yourself up in a position to spot the enemy. And boy, do I spot the enemy. Moving forward. And we're going to pick up somebody in it. There we go. There's an Omaha. And I pick up 1, 2 destroyers and a Cleveland. So I turn, I pop smoke. And I start putting out some shots at the closest destroyer. And boom, we take out his engine. We throw some torpedoes out in his path. And then I start gunning for the second destroyer. Those are poorly aimed shots because I'm not zoomed in. Okay, I'm just checking my smoke screen set. I'm going to start aiming a little more carefully. Just firing up. I don't even have time to switch ammo types. There, I've taken out his engine. And taken out his rudder. And 3, 2, 1.
Enemy destroyer blown up. Enemy destroyer sunk.
Yeah, that's right. The first destroyer sailed straight into my torpedoes. And I took out the second one with my guns. Within 10 seconds of each other, that's first blood and double strike. Great start to the game. Alright, so I head back over this direction. I can see there's an Omaha and a Cleveland down. Cleveland's to the left, Omaha to the right. And if you notice on the map, the one of the carriers was also spotted, and he is just making as fast as he can, making the bacon, heading south, trying to get out of there. They just lost both their destroyers, and they know they need to move. And that Cleveland's having to turn. I don't think either of those torps hit him, but my shots did. I'm in my smoke screen now, so he can't see me, because I'm outside detection range and in my smoke screen. So I can just hurl as many shells down range as I feel the need to. Of course, now he's outside my gun range, so I'm not gonna be able to hit him that much more. And I honestly have no idea why I fire torpedoes here. I must have been thinking there was another ship there. I was just trying to do some area denial. Yeah, those were a complete waste. I've only got 5 kilometer range on those things. They just don't have the range to hit anything from here. So spin it back around. Not a whole lot happens for the next little bit on my side, but pay attention to the map. Take a look. Our group has all gone completely north. One of our CVs that was down south is heading north. One of the battleships is heading north. The only people down south were there's one cruiser, one battleship, and one destroyer. The cruiser and the battleship are actually in they're in a battle group together, and the destroyer is basically just down there trying to cover them and farm kills.
That was a great battle.
No, it Well, it is for us.
Attention, I need help.
A Volkswagen enthusiast in his Arkansas Beta is down there basically yelling for help. He hit the wrong button the first time around. Now I'm just going to kind of keep throwing shells at this Omaha over here. He gets killed by one of the other teammates. I think I get a few hits on him. Pay attention to what's going on down south. All right, so Volkswagen enthusiasts group, and I always forget. I keep wanting to call it a platoon, but it's not platoon. His teammate down there has been sunk. So he's by himself. He did not listen when Evan suggested we all go north, and the entire rest of the group, except for him and his buddy, went north. He didn't listen. He's in trouble. He's all by himself. There he is. You can pause the video and go back a little bit if you want to see the stats at that moment. But he's all by himself down there, except for him and the destroyer. And obviously, even if we were to all turn and go right now to head down there to help him, we are too far away to help him. He should have been coming north with the rest of the group a long time ago. Right now, we've got our sights set on the enemy carrier, and I am go ahead and hit my thing. And, oh, yep, here we go. Here goes the mouth. We need some bleeping help down there. And Evan tells him, come to B and then push A. I tell him, come north, run, run, Forrest, run. Get out of there. Where's he going? He's turning the wrong way. He's turning south. Yeah. No bleep you help. Yeah, okay, smart guy. What are you going to do down there all by yourself? Well, we'll see. Yep. Oh, bye-bye. That's what happens when you don't listen and you don't stick with the group. You get killed. And, of course, in typical donkey fashion, what does he do? He goes into main chat and tells them they're all north. Tells the enemy team where we are. Of course. And this guy's got an Arkansas Beta. And, yeah, I tell him he's a donkey. This guy is an Arkansas Beta. He played in the closed beta. He's got to know how to play this game by now. Yeah, Mr. Smart Guy. And yet, there he is off all by himself getting killed in his Arkansas Beta. Meanwhile, the rest of the team's cleaning up. I've got myself 2 kills. And there's more on tap. And here I kind of do a kind of a chicken thing. I go in this island. I'm thinking, oh, maybe I'm going to go down that narrow strait there. I'll head down towards A. But then I see these planes coming, and I think to myself, well, they're going to spot me. I don't want to be heading out there all by myself and get spotted. And yep, they light me up. So I turn around, kind of come back in this direction.
Engine boost deactivated.
And I go ahead and I see, I don't know if there's anybody around behind that island. So I go ahead and I decide, well, I'm going to throw some torpedoes down through this gap in case anybody comes around through there, and then I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. So that's what I do. Head down around here. Thankfully, Mr. Volkswagen, I think, decided to bail. We got very fortunate that he did not decide to just sit around and keep shooting his mouth off. And so, very fortunate for that. And you know, Mr. Volkswagen, I apologize for calling you out on that, but you know, you had warning, and you know, then to react like that was, what can I say, man? I mean, you died because it was your fault. You did. It wasn't the rest of the team's fault. We all grouped together. You wandered off on your own and died. Alright, so I decided safe enough. I see we've got a cruiser that's already come around. I head through the strait. I'm like, alright, I need to catch up with the rest of the group. There's nothing over here that's a threat to me. So let's get over into the cap circle. And we've got a cruiser. I think that's the Cleveland down there. And then we got two battleships, some more cruisers. So pretty much the whole enemy team is down here, just on the other side of the A capture point. And one of our cruisers is in the capture point, so I decided to go on in and join him. And let's get on in there. Cruising on in. And alright, let's get that capture started. And now keep an eye on that battleship that I've got targeted. You'll see how close he is. I am entering into detection range any second now. I pop smoke just to be safe. But I am going to get picked up. Yep, there I am. And he's pretty close, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to throw some torpedoes down. Kudos to this battleship driver. He's no slouch. He is paying attention. He's still trying to target the ships that are behind me, so he's trying to do broadsides. But he plays it smart, and he varies his speed. So even though I'm hosing that whole area down with torpedoes, I don't get a lot of direct hits on him right away. In fact, I think that first spread just entirely misses him. Yeah, because he slows way down. And they just go sailing right on by him. I don't think any of them hit anything. Yeah, nope. Didn't hit a thing. And I don't think the second spread hits anything either. I don't think those hit anything either. In fact, it's not until I get...
Torpedoes to starboard!
Yeah, those are my torpedoes. Thank you, Mr. Announcer. It's not until I get significantly closer now I'm well within range. And basically what I'm going to do is I'm just going to keep circling around, doing the circle dance, inside my smoke screen where I can't be spotted. I'm just going to keep throwing torpedoes, and throwing torpedoes. I'm too close to that battleship to risk using the guns. And they're shooting at this battleship behind me, not at me. First I thought they were shooting at me. And I think about taking a shot at him with the torps, but not going to hit him with those ones, not from there. I've got to get a lot closer, so I start sailing in closer. So I'm like, I want to torpedo this battleship, and I thought those were aimed at me. So I got one spread off. He knows I'm here. I've been detected. I get a second spread off. I go ahead and pop a couple shots off at him. And I'm heading, basically trying to cross his T. I'm heading towards the direction he is sailing so that he can't get direct broadside on me. He's definitely, his secondaries are lighting me up. And okay, I get 3 torpedo hits on him. One of them's caused flooding. I took a big chunk out of his health, and I make a mistake here. I turned the wrong way. I headed out of the cap circle. We just lost all of our capture points. Dope. But I've done enough damage to him, combined with that battleship behind me, that I don't even need another spread of torpedoes, because I kill a battleship with my guns.
Battleship destroyed.
Oh, that is satisfying, let me tell you. Torpedo hits are satisfying, but killing a big ship like a battleship with an HE round from a destroyer gun, very few things more satisfying than that. Now, here's where I make my second mistake. I put that fire out too early. I should not have used my repair. I should have just let it go. This spread of torpedoes is heading around. That guy sees them. He knows they're there. He's turning. He's turning, but he's too slow because I hit him with one. Caused some flooding. But because I am now my engine's out, I can't shoot him with torpedoes. I hit him with some more rounds, and the battleship gets the kill. But now I'm sitting here incapacitated, and I'm burning, and I still have 25 seconds left on my On my repair timer, I'm thinking I'm dead, so I'm just going ahead and I'm going to shoot at that battleship in the background there. Try to farm some more points before I blow up. At least, that's what I was thinking. And then my repair timer comes off cooldown in 2, 1. And I hit it and get my motor going, and I motor out of there.
Problem solved, sir.
I honestly don't know how I survived that, but I am gone. And I'm no longer detected. That battleship can't hit me anymore. Well, can't see me anymore. It can still blind fire hit me. In fact, you can see he continues to try and take shots at where he thinks he might be. And in fact, if I hadn't turned back again to starboard, he would have gotten me. That was actually a very well-aimed shot by that battleship. Very good blind shot. I just simply turned the other way. Alright, so now I decide, okay, no more fooling around. That battleship's the only guy left. I am outside his detection range. I am in the cap circle. I am just going to sit here and I'm going to sail in a circle. And that is all I'm going to do. We are at 961 points. I do not need to be risking my life. Although I do have a sudden moment of stupidity, and I do actually take another pot shot at him in a little bit here when I see those bombers coming in on him. And I'm like, okay, his attention's going to be elsewhere. Maybe I can get a shot at him. But yeah, his guns are pointing at me. He was waiting for that. Here they come. Here come the shots. They're coming in. I am not going to survive a hit. Oh, that boy, dumb luck. Once again, dumb luck Bigby survives, and I should not have survived. He should have hit me. By all rights, he should have killed me right then and there. That was only random number. Old RNG came to my rescue, and I managed to survive that. But I'm going to go ahead and pointlessly fire some torpedoes because this game is over. And we had yet another victory. I got 134,829 credits, non-premium, 2,357 experience, 118 free experience, and we got the Double Strike medal and the First Blood medal. Got a total of 3 kills, got 4 hits with our torpedoes. 4 flooding with our torpedoes, 6 target hits, 48 hits with the guns, and we only managed to set 1 fire despite using nothing but HE the entire game. And the team score, you can see I actually, despite the fact that I only got the 3 kills, I still managed to finish top of my team with 1,571 experience points, and 3 kills and 2 medals. Just in case you're wondering, Mr. Volkswagen in his Arkansas Beta got a whole 155 experience points. Congratulations. Yeah. Why does that guy have that ship? Talk about not earning something. If he plays like this all the time. Alright, Mr. OMG It's Numbers came in second with 2 kills, 1,379 experience, and you can see the kills are pretty well spread out because we stayed together as a group by and large. The Bogue actually did fairly well too, shot down 15 planes. Congratulations, General Patton. And the only survivor was the New Mexico, and here we go with my personal score. 0 AP shells hits because I didn't fire a single one. 15,710 points of damage for 48 HE shell hits. 146 points with 1 fire set. 80,085 damage from 4 floodings. Torpedo direct damage, 6 hits for 35,522 damage. And we sank the New Mexico. Managed to get 10 hits. So we got 4 hits on the Cleveland, 8 on the Bogue, 15 on the Kuma. That was that cruiser that we faced right there at the end. 10 hits on the New Mexico, and that's the one that we sank with the guns. Very satisfying. And if we scroll down a bit here, we'll see that we got the the Clemson that we destroyed with the guns, and then my counterpart, the Nicholas, who was the unfortunate fellow who sailed into my torpedoes. And then there's the New Mexico there, who I think was the only survivor. And that will do it for this week's World of Warships Wednesdays. I want to thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next episode.